Hi guys, welcome to Office Blokes React. I'm Office Bloke Dave.
I'm Office Bloke Mike.
Office Bloke Dan.
Together we are the Office Blokes.
Yes, indeed.
Aye.
All three of us in a room together again.
Yep.
Yeah,
Just about.
Raring to go. For a short while.
Managed to survive your long weekend.
Come close.
Yeah, you've already shown us one video that involved much more nudity than I wanted to see.
Yeah, bad.
Yeah.
Oh, there's some rumours about.
Right then, Jefferies jokes that are heavier than your neighbour.
Ah, really? What's happening?
He does get into it, doesn't he? Jefferies, he's quite a funny guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like when he went TV show host, like late night TV, the stand-up wasn't really as prolific, was it? And maybe not as offensive.
I think he does the 1% Club, doesn't he?
What's that?
That's Lee Mack.
No, the Australian version.
Australian version.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I think he does. I didn't really realise he did sort of like game shows and things like that.
I don't know. I don't know. I just
I've
know
seen a few clips of it. I'm sure it's him.
Right. I just know he did like a late night show for quite a while, didn't he, in the States?
Okay.
And I think maybe he toned it down a little bit.
Yeah. Well, he went sober as well, didn't he?
Yeah, it always ruins edgy people, doesn't it? Going sober.
It can do, can't it? Yeah.
No, but the most recent stand-up we've seen from him has been really funny, though, hasn't it?
I thought it was quite funny, the last one I seen.
Yeah. Let's do it then. Jefferies jokes that are heavier than your neighbour.
And then when we have these natural disasters, how do we rectify it as a society? We get a young Swedish girl with a twitchy eye to tell us off. And Greta gets up there and she's like, I should be in school. Now, I know as soon as I mention Greta Thunberg, that's a triggering thing for a lot of women. A lot of women get very upset when a man my age mentions Greta Thunberg. And in your brain right now, a little loop's going on, and you're going, how dare you pick on a 16-year-old girl? Who the hell do you think you are? You know what? You're right. That's wrong. But she's 19 now, and I fucking waited. I waited 3 long years to talk about this shit. I can say whatever the fuck I want about a 19-year-old. Here's one for you. I can fuck Greta Thunberg and I've done nothing wrong. And I wouldn't use a condom either, out of respect for her and the environment. Here's the thing.
Great
Straight in there.
Whatever happened to... Do you remember those videos that were going around of her staging the arrests? Do you remember when she's getting like carried away by the police at protests?
Really? Yeah, I know which one you mean. I never watched them, but I know which one you mean.
There's some videos of it where like her and the cops are then stopping to take certain pictures. And
Remember you telling me about them?
Yeah, and it seems like she's very much calling the shots in the situation.
Right.
Like proper staged.
Yeah.
Sketchy, isn't it?
So the funny thing is that I saw someone, was it yesterday, doing the same sort of bit on Greta Thunberg about how she was young and now she's old enough.
Really?
Yeah.
Right.
Just trying to think who it was.
That's new to me.
Saw it yesterday.
Yeah.
Thing about millennials. You're the worst people that have ever lived. You're the worst. You're just a horrible breed of people. And I don't even blame you. It's just the society you're in. You have social media. Every single peanut fucking thought that ever came into your head, I'll fucking comment on that. What type of fucking low-rent cunts are you? Like, if you take more than 3 selfies a week, fucking end it. End it. The idea that you think taking a photo of yourself there's something not mentally wrong with that. And it's not just, that's bad. That's bad as it is. But the fact that when you take that photo, your next thought is, other people might want to see this. I would love to be gay. I'll tell you why, because I'm a man's man. I like men. Men like me. We like each other. I hate women. Women hate me. We hate each other. The only reason I couldn't be gay is because I could never fuck a man. Because I could never fuck something that I respect. That's a good fucking joke, eh? That's a good joke. And people, you mock the bald. You mock bald men. You tease them. It's like the last physical. We can't knock the fat anymore. We can't knock this. We can't. But it's the last physical thing that people just tease people for. Hey, baldy. My friend, someone came up and polished his head at a party with a tea towel. It really hurts. Losing your hair as a man is devastating. Devastating. So you can't joke about it anymore. And I know what you're thinking, I'm a comedian, I should have a thicker skin than this. But no, it's over. You cannot knock or tease male pattern baldness anymore. And these are your rules, not fucking mine. And I'll tell you why. Because one woman once had her baldness mentioned in jest. And you all lost your fucking shit, didn't you? Fuck Jada Pinkett Smith and her bald-ass fucking head. Zero sympathy. I hope it never grows back. Men aren't allowed to cover their baldness up in any way, and if they do, they're considered a loser by society. If a man has a comb over, as soon as he leaves the room, you all make your little comments. How dare he? How dare he try to look like he has hair like everyone else? Not allowed to wear a wig. If a man wears a wig and he's found out, that's fucking, there's no country you can move to. If a man wears a wig and he's not found out, his entire life is lived in fear. All day he's like this. Oh, for fuck's sake. The weatherman said it wouldn't be windy. Yet women are allowed to wear wigs. Women are allowed to wear wigs over their full heads of hair, and they're just having a bit of fun. Wigs for everyone, or wigs for no one. I'll tell you what she's evil, right? When I was 17 years old, I was in a school musical, as you do when you're in high school, you do plays and stuff like that. I was in a school musical and I got the lead role. And my grandmother came down from Queensland to come and see the musical and stay with us, and she was staying in my room and I had to kip out in the fucking living room on the couch. So she's there for a little while and my mum goes, go sing your grandmother a song. And I'm like, you sing her a fucking song. I'm not going to go sing your grandmother a song. I'm not going to sing her a song. And then I hear from my bedroom, is Jim going to sing me a song? And I went, yes, Grandma. And I fucking bitch, man. So I walk in there and I go, what song would you like to hear, Grandma? And she said, Stormy Weather. And so I went, don't know why there's no sun up in the sky. And my grandmother looked at me adoringly, as only a grandmother could look at her grandson singing a song. And then I finished the song and I went, there you go, Grandma, that's your song. And I went to walk away, and as I was walking away, my grandmother goes, I'll tell you a story. And I'm like, of course you'll tell me a fucking story. You've never not told me a story. One day I'll get 38 quid and this will all be worthwhile. Right? What's your story, Grandma? She goes, I used to live in this town called Gympie, which is a real town in Queensland. And I lived in Gympie, and there was a showroom, and on a Wednesday they would have local lads who would come and sing in the cabaret bar. And afterwards there was a singer who sang beautifully just like you, and afterwards I got talking to him, he asked me to go for a drive in his car, and he drove me out to the coast and he laid a blanket down and we made love under the stars. Now this is she's about 84 at this stage, telling her grandson this. I'm there going, that's a great story, Grandma. And she goes, and then as I was laying there with the moon glistening off my naked body, I looked up at him and I said, sing me a song. And he sang me Stormy Weather. That's why she was looking at me adoringly. She wasn't thinking of her grandson singing a song. She was thinking of Johnny fucking Showtime fucking her on the beach. I'd made this woman wet for the first time in 40 odd years.
So I'm saying.
I get him talking about hair quite strongly.
We did.
He was well on his way to being bald there when he was young, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Must have been.
Didn't he say he takes some kind of medication for it?
Yeah. Oh, right.
It's called medication.
Called flying to Turkey.
Yeah. No, but didn't he say the medication? That was the bit he did, wasn't it, about the medication, saying it's you ever have one, you have hair, or you don't get an erection.
Oh yeah, you're right. Actually, yeah.
I like trans people. I often think they shouldn't stop transitioning. Keep going. Transition more. You ever see a trans person and think to yourself, they could do with more? Let me explain. So then they grow their hair long, they make sure they're clean shaven, right? Then they get the fake tits. Now here is my problem where they don't transition enough. They always get perfect tits. believe me, they always get perfect tits. And that's not the real female experience. They want to be a real woman, they got to get one titty slightly bigger than the other and a nipple covering one for no reason. You do that, you can play any sport you want, I reckon. I'm actually having a vasectomy on Monday. I had to time it after this. I'm having one on Monday. My wife doesn't want me to get one, but I said, my body, my choice. I see why you guys like throwing that out. That seems like a fun sentence. My body, my choice. I told my dad a couple of weeks ago, I said, oh, Dad, I'm getting a vasectomy. My dad's 81 years old, right? And I said, Dad, I'm getting a vasectomy. And my dad went, don't do it. And I said, why not? And he goes, because most women, not all women, but most women, they like to see the cum. And I said, Dad, when you have a vasectomy, you still ejaculate, it just doesn't work anymore. And he went, oh, get one then. That's the fastest I've ever seen anyone change their opinion on fucking anything. But he's 81 years old, and all that time he thought blokes with vasectomies were shooting dust out of their dicks. I believe in the term happy wife, happy life. These are words to live by. There's never been a truer sentence in the English language than happy wife, happy life. If your wife is happy, you'll be happy, the kids will be happy, everyone will be happy. It does surprise me, however, that there's no saying that goes the other way. If my wife had a saying, it would be, happy husband, we'll see about that. Or, happy husband, what's he been up to?
Nice.
That's good.
It's funny, like you said, Dave. He went a little bit downhill a little bit once he did certain things, and I kind of went off him a little bit.
I think he just maybe went a bit safe. You know, he's earning a shitload of money from being on TV and probably self-censoring a little bit.
Some of those at the end were sort of more recent, I think, no, weren't they?
They were,
yeah.
And they were some of the best bits on that, I thought. They looked pretty good.
I think he's come back up in the world of comedy. I think he's become what he was.
Yeah.
I think he's had the dip and now he's back up.
I think so too, because he started off as a very offensive comic, didn't he? He was like a proper
great.
shocker.
I mean, it can happen with...
He was one of my favourites for a long time.
It can happen with comedians like musicians, can't it? Like bands can have a great album and suddenly the next album can be a load of shit, can't it? You know, I think some can peak and trough.
Absolutely,
Some are always up there.
Yeah.
I think some are, you know...
You're right, but at the same time I always think about, like Dave said before, about censoring.
Yeah.
So if he's censoring himself, then it's like, you know, what can I say? I mean, you know, is he going to get away with that Greta Thunberg joke? Or
not quite the same, is he, when he, you know, so a lot of them aren't quite
he's
the
an
same.
offensive comedian. He's got to be offensive, otherwise it doesn't work for him.
Yeah,
But
exactly.
I mean, go and work in TV for 7-8 years or whatever, probably make yourself $10 million and then go back to, you can say whatever you want, and if you get cancelled or whatever, you've got all the money in the world, you don't have to worry about it.
Funny though.
Come back harder.
Yeah, it's good, that.
Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed it as well. Don't forget, like and subscribe. We'll catch you on the next one.
Cheers guys.